What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more NBA plays today over on PrizePicks. Yesterday, I posted 4 NFL plays, and of course, they all cashed. We went 4-0 in yesterday's video for an 8x over on PrizePicks. Massive winner yesterday. Let's run it right back with another cash in today's video and another sweep. So we had an extremely profitable and great day yesterday, and we're looking to run it right back. But before we get to today's plays, don't miss out on leaving a like on this video here, because if we get to 125 likes, I'll drop a bonus play for you guys in tomorrow's NBA video. And while you're down there leaving a like, you may as well also subscribe to the channel with the notifications turned on. That way you get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. Now, if you're looking for some NFL plays for me today, as we're going to try to run those winners right back, that will probably be on my second channel today. More than likely, I will have another video up later today on DOMG Props 2. So if you guys want some more free plays from me, make sure to subscribe to DOMG Props 2. I believe there should be a link available in my description, or just look up DOMG Props 2 on YouTube, and this channel should pop up for you guys right there. So with that being said, though, we're going to get to one last thing, which is to not miss out on checking out the DubClub. The DubClub, it gives you access to all of my plays sent straight to your phone and access to my Discord community. And let me tell you guys, we cashed out yesterday pretty good. 50 to 400 right there. 50 to 475 right there in the NFL. Obvious extreme profit there when you cash an 8x, and I don't even know what that is. 9.5x, I believe, right? 9.5x, I believe that was. Then we also had this entry here, also is 6x here for the NBA. There was only a couple games yesterday that I covered, so profit in the NBA as well. We also had this one here as well since Luka got ruled out, which is why I kind of went to Reeves. I planned on refunding this one, and I just forgot, and I still cashed, thankfully. So kind of doubled down on Sexton and Ayton, even though I didn't mean to, but these guys came through. So 50 to 300 or 50 to 150 if someone was not able to get in on this entry there. So overall, we cash out, and we're looking to cash out yet again tonight. But that's not all that's in the Discord or the DubClub, right? You also get access to my community chat to talk to me and other members about plays or whatever's going on. If you just add me in the chat, it is super easy to get a hold of me and ask me any questions that you guys have. I'm almost always in the chat. I will be able to respond to you guys really fast. I'm very good about that. You also have all the contributors posting their plays as well, whether that's soccer plays, some golf plays, some basketball plays, of course, some esports. It truly is a good place to be. So come join us right now over in the DubClub. It is 50% off for a limited time only, with the link available in my description. So come get in with us right now while it is 50% off. We had all these different winners yesterday. We are extremely profitable. Get in right now as we have a Sports Equinox today, right? I'll have a Sports Equinox play here going up to the DubClub just kind of for fun, right? We have all 4 major sports going on today: NHL, MLB, NBA, and the NFL. That I think I named all 4 right there. So come join us right now. It truly is the best time to join with all 4 sports going on right now and with all the different winners that we have been cashing. So with that being said, though, let's get to these free plays. Make sure to play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. And let's get to these plays. The first play I like on the PrizePicks board for this slate is going to be over in the fantasy score category here, but I'll have an alternative if you're not on PrizePicks. But I like Jaylen Brown tonight over his fantasy score at 39 on the PrizePicks board. If you're on another app out there, if you don't have PrizePicks, I like PRA just as much. I also like his points on the over just as much, about 24.5 or 34.5 PRA. I just think there's a little bit more edge on PrizePicks when it comes to fantasy score. Like almost always, it seems like if you're looking to take PRA, fantasy score probably has a better hit rate, which is really kind of weird, but it's really good because you get to factor in steals and blocks. You get an extra like 0.5 per rebound, 0.2 per assist. I think I flipped those actually, 0.2 per rebound, 0.5 per assist. But anyways, Jaylen Brown here has been over his fantasy score in only 1 out of 3 games this year. He's had 36.2, 28.3, and 50.2 in these games so far this year. And actually, Boston is 0 for 3 this year. They were 0 3. And now they get a back-to-back matchup against the New Orleans Pelicans. So Jaylen Brown here, though, had 50 last game. He really kind of bounced back. He had a very good game, though, with 25 field goal attempts, where he made 12 shots. But I will say what's very important here, though, is that they're going to be without Jason Tatum again in this matchup. Without Jason Tatum this year, his usage, if you don't know anything about usage, by the way, extremely, extremely important stat if you're trying to take an over for a player and them to score some points, right? Because usage is basically measuring how aggressive a player is at shooting the ball. To put it into simple terms, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but to put it in simple terms. But in these 3 games this year, Jaylen Brown has had 26% usage. He's had 34.2% usage and 42.4% usage. If you do not know, that is extremely, extremely high. Anything like 26% and higher is very high. Yet he's had 34 and 42 in the last 2 games. So kind of ridiculous. If you look at games last year, just any game last year, even when playing with Jason Tatum or whatever, even when he had just at least 25% usage last year, his hit rate did go up in terms of at least going over his points at, I think, 24.5. But if you put that up even more, right, to at least 28% usage, it just continues to go up, right? 52% there. And again, some of those games are with Jason Tatum. If you go up to like 32%, which is what he's had in most of these games without Jason Tatum here, it has been an even better hit rate, right? He's hitting almost 71% of the time. He's had at least 20 points in every single game with that like 32% usage, which again, he's had what, 34, I think I said, 34%, and yeah, 42% the last 2 games. And I also think this matchup is going to be very good for him as well against New Orleans. And they will be on a back-to-back, which is not the best thing I would say for this over. We could, I guess, get some guys ruled out, though. But in games last year, though, without Jason Tatum, he was over this line in 6 out of 10 games. So he's over in 6 out of 10, which is 60%, of course. Had a couple near misses with 35 and 37 in those games, one near over. But a lot of these other games, though, he absolutely flew over those lines, as you guys can see there. But also, you got to factor in, too, though, some of these games, he's only playing 30 minutes, 28 minutes, and 22 minutes. And if he only sees 20 minutes in this game, it's likely because of a blowout. And if this game is a blowout, this entry is not cashing. I'll explain why a little bit later, because we're going to go with kind of a same game type of deal. So we need this game to be close and competitive, so a little bit of correlation there. But when he had at least 30 minutes last year without Jason Tatum, he covered the line of 6 out of 7 games, as you can see there. So, and in games this year, he's had that. He's had 36, 35, 35. Even though he's missing some of these games without Jason Tatum, it really just kind of... in this game, though, he went over his points, just not fantasy score. A little bit of a tougher matchup against the 76ers. This game, it was just a very, very slow pace. They only put up 95 points. This game is a much better over-under in this game today. So there's actually a lot of reasons like Jaylen Brown, right? Between Jason Tatum being out, his extremely high usage, the much better matchup, the high over-under, and the better pace compared to the 76ers in the Knicks game. And him also coming off of a very good game. I expect him to kind of ride that hot hand here. Now, before we get to my next play in this video, if you guys have not already seen Sleeper, it is, in my opinion, one of the best apps out there right now, especially for you new users. But you can see here that I've been a current user, right? I've been in this app for like over a year now, and they're still giving me a bunch of boosts and different promos. Right now, I have a 20% boost for the NFL, as well as a 30% tennis boost as well. And what's so cool about this app, too, is that they could actually give you a better payout potentially than an app like PrizePicks. Let's say you like Steven Adams and KD's overs tonight. Pays out 3.04x on Sleeper compared to maybe 3x on PrizePicks. If instead you like Steven Adams on the under, pays out 3.27x, as you guys can see right there. It's a very cool app. Check it out for yourself, the link in my description. And if you are a new user using my promo code DOMG, you get 3 massive promos. You get a first on the prize match up to $100, a free square when you sign up, and a free $20 without even depositing. Very cool app. Check it out for yourself with the link available in my description and use my promo code DOMG when signing up for Sleeper. And for my next play, we're going to stay with the same game, but another player from the other team, that of course being Zion Williamson, over 46.5 fantasy score. I actually originally was going to take 25.5 points, but it's since bumped to 26.5, so I don't actually like that over anymore. I don't want to take the 1 point bump. I'm instead going to pivot to the over fantasy score. And again, if you are another app out there, I like either the 25.5 points or the 39.5 PRA for Zion tonight. But I think both these guys are in a great spot. And again, if this game is a blowout, one of these guys is going to miss and the entry is going to be cooked either way. But if we do get a close competitive game, and especially with a high pace, that's going to be amazing for both Jaylen Brown and Zion Williamson. That should put them in an even better spot, right? So if you're taking over like John Morant today, right, instead of Zion, there's not correlation between Brown and John Morant because one of those guys can end up in a blowout situation. But if this game is a blowout here, I mean, we're only focused on one game. That's even better for us, if that kind of makes sense. You only got to worry about one game being a blowout and one game being a slow pace of play compared to 2, if that kind of makes sense. So I like taking the over on star players from the same game because usually they either both go over or they both go under, or one will like barely go over and the other one will just be absolutely cooked and go way under. So I like both these overs though between Zion and Jaylen Brown today. Zion though has been over his line in both games this year. He's been a monster to start the year. 57.3 against Memphis, and he had 54.5 against the Spurs, which was about 2 or 3 days ago. But anyways, in those games, though, it's been massive for him. He's played 34 minutes and 37 minutes, so he's seeing real good minutes, even though this game was an overtime game against the Spurs. So they're really playing him a lot here. And with him being on, 3 days rest, basically, he should be in a very good spot to see, yet again, a lot of minutes. And in games last year, we saw, at least 30 minutes. He was over in 4 out of 7 games. We saw at least 31 minutes. You can see 3 out of 5 games right there. His misses being against the Warriors in a blowout situation, and the Rockets game right there where they also lost. And this game is a 1.5 point spread in favor of the Pelicans, and they're going to be at home. Last year at home, he was a much better player, over in 58%, which is what we like to see, of course. So I feel pretty good about Zion based off of a lot of those reasons, basically. Great start to the year. High minutes that you saw a lot compared to last year. Very good track record at home. And overall, I think it is a pretty good matchup here for him against Boston. You see what some other forwards and centers have done here against the Boston Celtics. You had Azar Thompson here with 44.9, despite his line being 29.5. Power forwards, you can see that OG did not have a good game. However, Tobias Harris went over his line with about 33 fantasy score. Centers, though, Jalen Duren at 49.1, Cat at 47.1. So some of those more aggressive shooters, I guess, like Karl-Anthony Towns. Not Jalen Duren, but Karl-Anthony Towns. He flew over his line, which was 38.5. He is 47.1. So overall, I'm feeling pretty good about Zion and Jaylen Brown here. And again, there's some correlation here because if we do get a high-scoring competitive game, let alone, maybe we got a little bit of a chance for overtime. That's, of course, a great thing for both of these overs. So I like the idea of taking both these guys from the same game, both being star players with very good usage, and what I think could be a pretty high pace and overall is a pretty high over-under as well. I think it's like 232, I want to say. Might be a little bit higher than that, I think. I think it just makes a lot of sense to take both of these overs. So give me both Zion and Jaylen Brown here for a 3x over on PrizePicks. If you guys want a bonus play tomorrow, get this video up to 125 likes, or join the DubClub for all of my plays. 50% off for a limited time only with the link available in my description. Get in right now while you guys are able to, and make sure you also connect your Discord to DubClub. That way you get access to all the different perks here over in my Discord. We had a hell of a day yesterday, cashing 2 NFL 4-mans, 8x and 9.5x, as well as a 6x there and a 2x here in the NBA. So we were also one leg off of 2 different NHL slips yesterday for a 6-man. So we were extremely close on 2 NHL 6-mans as well yesterday. But overall, can't complain with winning day, of course. So come join us right now while we are hot. 50% off with the link available in my description. I will see you guys in the DubClub. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully in the next video. Best of luck. If you want something made over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right here.